What's up guys, it's Wayne from Gamer Gab. I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan. The original trilogy were some of my favorite movies growing up, and heck, I even enjoyed Kingdom of the Crystal Skull if only for the nostalgia, but in June of 2023 when I watched the absolute dumpster fire that was Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, I figured it was just post-Endgame Disney doing what post-Endgame Disney does, and that is destroy beloved franchises with a level of ineptitude that implies actual malice toward its own IPs. Then, in December of 2024, Machine Games pulled the fedora out of the dumpster, dusted it off, and brought indie back in the best way possible. I'm talking, of course, about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Wait a second, something's missing. So let's get into it.
Gamer Gab.
Go!
There's so much to like about this game that when I was writing the script for the video, I struggled with where to start, and I think what it comes down to is fan service. Machine Games understood the assignment, all the way down to playing through the iconic opening sequence from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indy's latest adventure is pure nostalgia. When a giant, played wonderfully by the late Tony Todd, breaks into Indy's office and steals an artifact, he leaves behind a clue that leads to the Vatican, and the stage is set for a globe-trotting adventure. Right out of the gate, Machine Games understood that no wheels need to be reinvented here. The game features locations that span the globe, and the story offers just enough of the supernatural to stay on par with Indy's classic adventures. The game looks great too. The varied environments are detailed and interesting, from the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican to the Sphinx at Giza and beyond. Actor Troy Baker provided motion capture and voice performances for the role of Indiana Jones in this game, and his movements and mannerisms, as well as his voice, were all a dead ringer for Harrison Ford.
This has been swell, and I hope you find your sister, but I work best on my own. Where's my hat?
He's here.
In fact, the voice acting is so close to young Harrison Ford that I thought ILM had managed to use AI to de-age his voice for the game. The sound design is also great, and the variations on John Williams' iconic Indiana Jones theme give the game a very cinematic feel. The gameplay and combat are smooth and fun, and while guns are definitely an option most of the time, it's usually better to try sneaking past enemies, taking them out silently, or just let your fists do the talking. The fistfights in this game are visceral and hectic in the best way, complete with the exaggerated punching sounds. You can also make use of many destructible melee weapons scattered around most of the environments. But Wayne, I hear you say, I thought you hated destructible weapons. For the most part, I do. I hate having my best weapon break, only to have to tote it around while using a lesser weapon to survive until I can afford to fix it. I guess what's more accurate to say is this game features weapons that are meant to be single use.
Too easy.
The platforming and dungeon exploration are a blast, and using the whip to swing over a gap or climb up a wall or even disarm an enemy are just as much fun as they should be.
You'd be surprised how often it comes in handy.
One of the few complaints I have with the game is that while the majority is played through first-person point of view, the game switches to third person for climbing and swinging, and while the game looks and functions great in third person, the transition between the two can sometimes be clunky and jarring. I was also mildly annoyed when I noticed that all of the game's ancient artifact collectibles look exactly the same. But there is a reason for that, you just don't learn what it is until the last few minutes of the game, so don't worry, it's not lazy game design, just a slow reveal. So to Machine Games, my hat's off to you, pun intended. You guys obviously care about this franchise, and as a gamer, it's refreshing to see this level of care put into a game. I'm giving Indiana Jones and the Great Circle a 9.5 out of 10. I'll have to go back and check, but I think this is the highest rating I've given on this channel. No game is perfect, but the Great Circle is pretty darn close. So what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this game? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time on Gamer Gab.
Gamer Gab.
Go!